Hello everyone. Welcome to Top Time. Today we will take you on an exciting journey to the highest peaks of the world. The highest mountains in the world attract climbers. They risk their lives for the sake of a cherished dream to climb the 8,000th. These are the top 10 highest mountains in the world. Let's go! 10. Annapurna, Himalayas, Nepal. 8,091 meters. The limestone peak of Nepal, dangerous for climbing, is the first of the 8,000th peaks conquered by mankind. Locals treat the mountain as a deity of fertile abundance. From Sanskrit, the name can be translated as full of food. The steep slopes from the north are washed by the Marsiandi River, in the mild subtropical climate of the valleys of which bamboos, bananas, citrus, and coniferous trees grow. From the west it is washed by the Kali-Gandak River, which flows through the deepest gorge in the world. Difficult climatic conditions are caused by heavy rains with thunderstorms and sudden snow avalanches. Rhesus monkeys live in the jungles of dense deciduous forests. Himalayan bear, musk deer, and harza live in coniferous spruce forests just above. At the very top there are very few representatives of fauna: Himalayan tahr, rare snow leopard, Himalayan monal, which has become one of the symbols of Nepal. The national park has developed a difficult, 3-week tourist route around Annapurna. Tourists will have to walk 160 kilometers to view the main peaks of the mountain range. 9. Nanga Parbat, Himalayas, India. 8,126 meters. The name of the mountain, which has hewn rocky ledges of gloomy, colossally narrow gorges, means bare mountain in translation. The most dangerous peak for climbing occupies the northwestern part of the Himalayas of Pakistan. It rises among the Aster and Indus rivers, fed by glaciers flowing down from the snowy slopes. Nanga Parbat is located in a region with high humidity, heavy precipitation, creating insidious conditions for the descent of destructive avalanches, depriving the visibility of snowstorms and fogs. The possibility of climbing exists in a very short period of time a year. The rest of the time the peak remains inaccessible to climbers. 8. Manaslu, Himalayas, Nepal. 8,163 meters. The mountain, resembling a two-horned peak in outline, occupies the territory of the central part of Nepal. Permanently hidden by snow, the ice peak has another name, Karakoram. This is due to the territorial district where it is located. The rocks belong to different geological periods: laccoliths that arose from lava that did not reach the ground during the eruption, or silicious gneiss of the Paleozoic. This is the habitat of snow leopards, Himalayan tahrs, musk deer. The sad statistics of the dead did not escape a single peak. The main death of climbers who tried to climb Manaslu is associated with avalanches. One of the popular, developed commercial trekking routes is an extreme, unforgettable trip around Manaslu in the protected area. An exciting, difficult road allows you to observe picturesque valleys and beautiful mountain landscapes. Not tent camps, but comfortable guest houses are prepared for the night rest of tourists. 7. Dhaulagiri, Himalayas, Nepal. 8,167 meters. Presumed world's highest from 1808 to 1838. Inaccessible, especially in its southern part, the mountain is located in the central part of the Himalayan range of Nepal, to the west of the Mayangi and Kali-Gandak rivers. Rising from the rice fields, the peak with steep, ice-covered rocks means dazzling white mountain in Sanskrit. The sun's rays here are not able to reach the mountain slopes until 9 o'clock in the morning, preserving an abundance of moisture on them, hence the avalanche is great. The rock of the peak, which resembles a four-sided pyramid in outline, consists of siltstone of the Cambrian period, with inserts from the Ordovician period. Groups going on a harsh hike around Dhaulagiri will have to spend at least 3 days among the snows at a height of 5,000 meters. You can't do without special climbing equipment here. but the reward for the difficulties will be breathtaking panoramic landscapes of mountain peaks, revealing the truth of how insignificant a person is in the harsh conditions of nature. 6. Cho Oyu, Himalayas, 8,201 meters. Cho Oyu is an easy to conquer 8,000. This is the second most popular mountain in the top 10. More than 3,000 people have climbed to its top. This mountain has the lowest mortality rate, less than 1.5%. The ascent is made from the side of Tibet, since the Nepalese side is extremely difficult and accessible only to experienced athletes. There are 15 routes to the top. The ease of ascent is provided by a trade trail located on the nearest Nanga Pass, 5,716 m. This path is the merit of the Sherpas, a high mountain people, without the accompaniment of whose representatives no ascent of the 8,000-meter mountains in the Himalayas can do. 5. Makalu, Himalayas, Nepal/China, 8,485 meters, the fifth highest 8,000th on Earth. The height of the mountain reaches 8,485 m. It is located on the border of Nepal and China in the eastern part of the Mahalangur Ridge in the Himalayas at a distance of 22 kilometers in a straight line from Everest. Makalu has been known to Europeans since the 19th century. However, until the 1950s, people only admired it. No attempt was made to conquer the mountain, as it remained in the shadow of the Jomolungma. At the moment, there are 17 routes to the top of the mountain. 4. Lhotse, Himalayas, 8,516 meters. Lhotse is the fourth highest mountain in the world. Its indicator is 8,516 m. It is located on the border of China and Nepal on the Mahalangur mountain range in the Himalayas. Lhotse is a neighbor of Everest. Among climbers, it is considered prestigious to conquer 14 8,000ths of the world, which are called the crown of the world. Lhotse is separated from Everest by a pass, so athletes try to conquer this mountain along with Jomolungma. Lhotse has the least number of climbing routes. The mountain remains one of the safest to climb. During the entire time of its conquest, no more than 10 climbers died. 3. Kangchenjunga, Himalayas, Nepal/India, 8,586 meters. Mystical, full of myths and legends, sacred to the local population, the mountain, consisting of 5 peaks, is located on the border of India and Nepal. In the Buddhist view of the world, it is considered the entrance to the other world. Each of the peaks was considered a storehouse of God, gold, silver, sacred books, grain, precious stones. Local tribes claim that it is here that the Bigfoot Yeti lives, identifying him with the deity of hunting. Of the representatives of the fauna, there are red panda, muscat deer, snow leopard. A very large area of the massif has many options for climbing to the top to the 2 base tourist camps, not excluding the laying of future paths for subsequent passes. Routes have also been developed around Kangchenjunga. 2. K2, Karakoram, India, 8,611 meters. K2, or Cho Oyu, is the second highest peak in the world. The mountain is the northernmost 8,000th. Its height is 8,614 m. It is located on the border of China and Pakistan in the Karakoram mountain system. Cho Oyu is the most difficult and dangerous mountain in the world for climbers. Due to the fact that the mountain is the northernmost among the 8,000th, climbing it is complicated by severe weather and mountain sickness. The mortality rate among climbers trying to conquer the mountain is 23%. Climbing in winter borders on deadly risk and reckless courage. In total, about 400 climbing attempts were made. Climbing Cho Oyu is much more difficult in technical terms than climbing Mount Everest. This mountain does not tolerate amateurs, And even a huge mountaineering experience is not enough for the success of the expedition. It is necessary that the weather be favorable to travelers. 1. Mount Everest, Himalayas, Nepal/China. 8,848 meters. Everest, Jomolungma or Sagarmatha, is the highest mountain in the world. Its index is 8,848 m. The peak is located on the Mahalangur, Himalaya ridge on the border of Nepal and China. Everest formed as a triangular pyramid of irregular shape. The southern slope of the mountain is steeper. It is bald, since fresh snow and firn, long-term compacted snow, do not linger on it. Everest is a very cold place. The average temperature in July is -19 degrees Celsius. In January it reaches -36 degrees Celsius. The top is located on the lower boundary of the high-altitude jet stream. Therefore, sudden storms with strong wind gusts up to 160 kilometers per hour and a drop in temperature to -60 degrees Celsius are possible here. Due to the status of the highest mountain, Everest is the most popular 8,000th among climbers. You need to climb 8.5 kilometers. It takes about 2 months to climb to the top. Most of the time is spent on acclimatization, climbing to the camps set up on the slopes and going down to rest. Climbing to the top of Mount Everest is a difficult test for any person, regardless of the degree of his training. During the ascent, the climber loses about 15 kilograms of weight. The total cost of the expedition costs an average of $90,000. At the moment, about 10,000 people have climbed to the top. About 200 climbers died during the ascent. Despite the danger, difficulties, and high mortality rates, the highest mountains in the world continue to attract tourists and climbers all over the world. They are ready to spend tens of thousands of dollars, fly to Nepal or China, live for several months at altitude in a tent with a modest ration to realize their cherished dream. Thank you for joining us today, and we will see you in the next issue of Top Time. See you soon.